Hey everyone, welcome to this explainer. Look, if you just pulled a brand new Capital One debit card out of your mailbox, you might be looking at it and feeling a little lost. Don't worry, today we're taking those often overwhelming banking steps and turning them into a super clear, actionable guide so you can get to your money securely and confidently. We're going to break it all down step by step, give you some insider tips your bank probably won't tell you, and make sure you get it right on the very first try.
Because getting a new card is exciting, right? But let's be honest, staring at that unopened envelope can definitely bring up a little anxiety. I mean, we've all been there. You absolutely do not want to mess up the activation, punch in the wrong numbers, and accidentally lock yourself out of your own bank account. Getting this task done correctly is absolutely crucial, because until you do, your funds are basically frozen. But seriously, don't stress. We are going to make this incredibly simple.
All right, so here's our roadmap for today's explainer. First, welcome to your new card. Then, the top 3 activation methods. Next, solving common activation issues, followed by digital wallets and security, and finally, some final checks and our disclaimer.
Okay, let's jump right into Section 1, Welcome to your new card.
So our journey starts with the actual physical plastic itself. Before we can do anything digitally, we need to know exactly what we're holding. Now, Capital One is pretty smart about this. They use super discreet, nondescript envelopes to help mitigate mail intercept fraud. So about 5 to 7 business days after you open your account, don't go looking for some flashy envelope with a huge bank logo. Once you open it, you'll find a welcome letter, some initial documentation outlining your account terms, and of course, your new card. You're going to want to immediately locate your 16-digit card number, the expiration date, your cardholder name, and that super important 3-digit CVV security code on the back. Oh, and keep checking your mail because your bank might actually send a temporary PIN in a totally separate envelope just for extra security.
Moving right along to Section 2, the top 3 activation methods.
Now that you've got the plastic in hand and verified those details, it is time to actually turn this thing on. Capital One really pushes a digital-first framework here, and our #1 recommended method is definitely their mobile app. It's so easy. You just text the word GET to 80101. And you know, this is actually a fantastic security feature because it totally bypasses any fake app store links and sends a real, secure download link straight to your phone. Once you've got the app installed, just log in, tap on your profile, go to your account settings, select Activate Credit or Debit Card, and punch in that 3-digit CVV. The whole thing literally takes minutes, it's incredibly secure, and it gets you ready to use awesome app features like instant transaction notifications.
But hey, if you prefer doing things on a big screen like a laptop or desktop, their online portal works basically the exact same way. Just open up your web browser and go to capital.one/debit. It'll prompt you to sign into your existing account, or you can create a new login if you haven't set one up yet. Once you're in, just navigate to the specific checking account linked to your new debit card. You're going to see this dynamic debit card tracker module right there on the screen. Just click that Activate Card button and once again, type in your 3-digit CVV to complete the process. Just a heads up, be ready for some standard security verification steps along the way, like answering a security question or getting a quick SMS text code, just to prove you are who you say you are. Now, what if you just don't want to deal with apps or websites at all? Totally fair. If you want to go the offline route, I need you to burn this automated telephonic activation number into your visual memory, 1-844-242-2388. Seriously, write it down, though it's usually printed right on a sticker on the front of your new card too. So the really crucial thing to know about this automated phone line is that while it operates 24/7, it's completely offline. Because of that, the system uses much stricter validation parameters to securely prove you're actually you. You can't just get away with providing the CVV here. When you call, you're going to have to enter the full 16-digit card number, your CVV, and you absolutely must have your social security number and your billing zip code ready to punch into the keypad. It's a bit more typing, but it keeps your money safe. Okay, before we get into troubleshooting, we absolutely have to bust a massive banking myth. I mean, it's a huge one. According to Capital One's own engineering protocols, their network ATMs strictly block unactivated physical cards. A lot of people think they can just stroll up to an ATM, insert the card, type a PIN, and boom, they're good to go. You cannot. That doesn't work. You must use the app, the online portal, or the phone method to do the initial activation first, before an ATM will even recognize your card. All right, let's move into Section 3, solving common activation issues. Look, even with a brilliantly designed system, things can occasionally go sideways, right? Maybe a screen freezes or a phone line drops. But our biggest insider troubleshooting tip is actually for brand new customers. If you literally just opened a brand new checking account with Capital One, there is a known 72-hour system synchronization delay.
The expectation is that you log into the app and see your card stuff immediately. The reality? Your account and that card tracker module simply might not appear online for up to 3 days. If you don't see it, don't panic. It is just a system sync, not a lost account.
This table right here perfectly maps out your backup plans for the most common issues. If you hit that 72-hour delay and you just cannot wait, skip the app entirely and use that phone activation number we discussed earlier. Now, if you are using the automated phone line and the robot just can't understand your speech or keypad entries, your solution is to call the real human support team at 1-800-655-2265. And hey, if all the digital and phone methods just totally fail you, your ultimate backup plan is to visit a physical Capital One branch. Just make sure you come armed with 2 forms of official ID, like your driver's license and a social security card.
Next up, Section 4, Digital Wallets and Security.
All right, so by this point, your card is officially activated. Awesome. That unlocks a whole suite of powerful financial tools to protect your money and, honestly, just make your life easier. Immediately after activation, I highly recommend checking these initial settings. First thing, link that new card to your digital wallet, like Apple Pay or Google Pay for highly secure contactless payments. Next, jump into the app settings and turn on instant purchase alerts so you know the exact second a transaction happens. You also definitely need to familiarize yourself with the app's card lock feature. This thing is brilliant. If you ever misplace your card at a restaurant, you can instantly freeze it right from your phone, and then just unlock it when you finally find it in your coat pocket. Plus, you can rest easy knowing you've got $0 liability for any unauthorized charges. And finally, we've arrived at Section 5, Final Checks and our disclaimer. You've navigated the setup, bypassed the common pitfalls, and secured your account. But before you go out spending, I need to share this mandatory disclaimer with you. This explainer is intended for informational purposes only. Please verify all procedures with Capital One, as policies and procedures may change over time. Always safeguard your personal and financial information when activating or using your debit card. Seriously, never share your PIN, and always be on the lookout for common scams, suspicious emails, or texts asking for your card details.
Well, you made it. You've bypassed all the confusion, your funds are fully secured, and your brand new debit card is totally ready to swipe, insert, or tap. So the only question left for you is, how are you going to smartly utilize this new financial tool? Are you going to set up a fresh budget in the app, actively track your expenses with Capital One's features, or do you have a specific first purchase in mind? Drop your own activation tips and experiences in the comments below, and as always, keep making those smart financial moves.